All right, all right. Tier threes, get your hellos out of the way. We're recording. We're doing nAts, Viper Lotus. Non-negotiable. And specifically, I made sure to grab one where it's solo controller because I actually think it's quite good either way. Before we even start, I'm gonna give my opinions on it right now because I've actually been picking this agent. So on attack, solo controller, you kind of do need to use the wall for the team. But if you happen to be double controller, which is pretty frequent, there's two like types of walls you can default. There's this A wall, and I did not draw my line very well. You want it to like block heaven, this. And then there's also this interesting B lurk wall that's really good, especially against like chambers who like putting their trips around this corner. Because it can be really annoying for them to deal with this potential threat that you're walking past their trip. So these are like the two most defaulted solo queue attack walls, but this is more double controller. You're usually going to see, I mean, we'll see right now, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see nAts throwing his wall with the team. On defense, Viper's really versatile. She's quite good, both strong and weak side. Her orb is fabulous at controlling this choke point. So like if you don't have a Killjoy who's anchoring C, Viper can pick it up really well. In fact, pro teams have been running like Viper as second controller with no Killjoy whatsoever on this map recently, and it's very good. And you can combine this with like a wall that you throw from here. Help support both sides. Let's see what nAts does though. Take a look. That's my initial like read on the map, and I have been liking Viper on Lotus a lot. So yeah, here you can see her holding the wall.
Same.
Not surprising. Early util dump. A wall.
Open door, open door, open door.
He's explicitly leaving a clear path to go onto A site with that wall. You see?
Let's open door and let's go. Free everyone. Wall is gone over, wall over.
You might see a molly come, but not sure.
I have one molly.
I'm right left side.
One enemy remaining.
Should be low. I'm pretty sure I should grab it. But I go around him. Chill. Don't need to fight.
Toxins going up.
Wall is gone over.
Toxin
I
screen.
might knife him. Chill.
Alex, why don't you knife him?
Okay. Let's go to attack. This is solo controller. Okay. We're gonna have to probably boot up a custom for this. I'm pretty sure his wall is blocking heaven the way he's throwing it, and it's explicitly giving this route for the team so that they can split A like this. A Viper. Attack. Yeah.
Ah, look at him. He's in space.
Keep it up. Screw up and they're on us.
Talk that.
Lost previous game, right? Yeah. Well,
Oh, this is the wall I was just talking about.
wait, did we?
Oh no, it's not. I was like, interesting. He's throwing it against no
Lost
chamber. What is this wall? One moment. I'm booting it up. We got to figure this out. Detective Woohujin is on the case. Yeah, like I can tell it's for A noble, and I can tell it's going to block stairs, but I want to see exactly what it is. This is pro analysis. We value precision here. We're not just going to watch and be like, oh, okay, yeah, he walls A. No. We're going to figure out if there's anything weird about that wall that we need to know about. Maybe it gives more space since they have better guns. Maybe, but we do have two Spectres.
Only 5 of them?
I think
Pity I brought enough poison for 50.
he might sell his gun in B lurk, but let's see.
My ultimate is ready.
He's coming up here on the second step. I think so.
Poke dart. Wait, did we lose
Now he's using his mini map to aim it.
game, right? Yeah, we lost.
We're gonna see if he's gonna rotate his map to the right at some point here.
It's around like 800, 700.
No, he is hitting A. It's not a B-lurk. Orbs across. We're just looking for the wall right now. We'll watch the round in a moment. That makes sense.
Wall is gonna.
Okay. So it's intersecting
Here.
there. So yeah, there's no A control with this wall. Ooh, I am too far to the left. You see that? This is hitting this.
Here.
What do you have to ping on the map for that? It actually seems not easy. Ooh, okay. This is gonna require some practice, I think, to hit. I think I got it this time.
Toxins
Yep.
going up.
That's actually really tight. That barely gets here. See? And so it's not just for stairs, it's also for door. Really awkward for the defenders to deal with.
Toxin
You can pick up
screen
Viper Roll
down.
on customs. Yeah, you just hold the
Not
button.
recharged yet.
Okay.
Over. Wall over.
Then he
wall
orbs
over.
across.
Wait, help him.
Makes sense. Let's grab that. Got another A wall. Alternate wall. No need for heaven. Smoke. Can also definitely be useful while lurking. B. He's not lurking this round. He has a gun advantage. But we're probably going to see him use it.
Door.
Similarly with a B-lurk.
Oh my god.
I'm honestly surprised he wasn't ready to dodge that. Walks right into her fly zone.
What? Zoom up. Oh. Oi, oi, oi.
You're doing
Can we do fast? No, let's do eco.
Oh, he's calling.
Huh? Ah, okay.
Can we do fast B? Bridge, drop me sheriff.
You want a full
Ooh.
buy?
No,
Fast
no, let's do eco and
B.
do fast B.
Okay, okay.
Bridge, drop
New
sheriff.
wall. New wall's
Drop jet,
dropping.
jet.
New wall.
Okay. Fast B, fast
Oh, that's Pog. Okay.
B, fast B.
He's really going to throw it there?
Well, I just
I'll do my
ran
stuff
in.
on A.
They fighting.
Yeah.
Go, play.
Go, go.
Free.
Ja,
This
flash
was
across.
сразу.
Can-
They destroyed the secret.
Okay. So the surprising part about this wall is he's not blocking C-Link, which he could. He totally could block C-Link, but notice it gives so much control of the site. So he's favoring upper control like this. And do if Viper off this map. Ast B go strat. So if we throw that wall real quick in game.
Toxins going up.
You can see the upper player gets totally blocked off. And importantly, they can't drop down from here. It's very awkward for them. And so you maintain upper control, but you will have to take control of this on your own, which is all right. It's really hard for this person to peek out
Toxin screen
into a
down.
bunch of people. And this is like a common overheat pathing anyways for your team. So it's quite good because alternatively, the wall would have to give up so much of sight to the defenders that it'd probably be too hard to play post plant. And I'm sure that if we get into like a reasonable post plant, we can also get our orb here
Poison orb emitting.
for the post plant and we'll be chilling.
Toxins going up.
Being chilling.
Toxin screen down.
Bod.
Plan for link and for B main.
I don't think he meant to
Somebody
orb
take
there.
behind, please. Wall over.
I think he missed the orb.
Okay,
I
I
know.
will take. It's okay.
After it up.
Turret is holding.
I got mollies on bomb.
Okay,
Oh,
use your
you-
mollies first.
Oh man, I think this is a HUD lineup. Let's see if it works on 1080p. It does. Okay. So he's walking into this corner. And then look at this tip right here. That part of the poison. I'm putting it in the playbook, don't worry. Okay. Ooh. This is why I asked Valoplant to add this feature. It's really useful. Okay. And you can see here, that's what he's lining up. And the reason why I was pretty confident it would still work on 1080p is because it's barely offset from the center of the screen. The further from the center you get, the more unlikely it is that a HUD lineup is going to work.
Toxins going up.
No, no, no.
Bomb grenade
Ping the
out.
spike, ping the spike.
Not done.
Toxins
He actually aimed a bit to the
I'm
left.
also.
This is interesting because mine landed correctly.
16
So
Cypher and Jet as
looks
well.
like we changed the lineup.
Off.
Last player standing.
poison orb
There's a dotted line option to draw with. I know there is.
ended.
Ooh.
They got half, I think.
Poison's off.
Expecting the off angle. Oh, but he doesn't expect the right one. That's tough.
Yeah.
Kill drop up the most.
Off angle advantage.
Different. Just
And you do the save there. Only one save. They cannot buy rifles. Not many anyway.
Blinding.
Poison orb emitted.
That's
Oh, we
it.
walled. Where's our wall? Okay, we're throwing this one again.
And you do the flash, yeah? Not many anyway.
Blinding.
Poison orb emitted.
That's in.
We should learn how to throw this orb consistently. So it's very straightforward, but you don't want to be that guy who's winging it
Poison orb emitting.
and misses it. You know what I'm saying?
Poison's off.
So he's starting the round like up against the barrier, and then just aim like at this part of the door. You see this line? This line here. He's aiming at that height. Right here above this. Right here.
Poison orb emitted.
There's no reason not to be prepared with that, because if you miss and there's a gap,
Poison's off.
you're literally trolling. You're literally trolling. And you can see that this is very consistent. It lands in the right spot. And it actually is not trivial. Like, let me wing it. Let me wing it real quick to show you. Like, if you just wing it like that, you can actually be in trouble, okay? nAts is not winging this. I can promise you that. Pro level player has the lineup. I'm going to put it in so that you know what it is. There's no reason not to put this in the playbook. So it's very explicit. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I just deleted all images. We'll just load it back up. That image. Okay. This big boy. We'll move it like over here. Yeah, this is fine. Show it up there. And specifically, it's at this junction. You see? Smoke cross like that. And he's standing here.
Not many anyway.
Blinding.
Poison orb emitted.
That's in.
Ох, движуха. Пошли.
That's down, I think. I drone. Can you hold down for a sec?
Hold down for a sec.
Bomb grenade out.
Yeah, like if you're going to be playing Viper solo on Lotus,
sure.
you have to be the guy
I'm
who's
gonna
prepped
wall
like
up in a
that.
second. I wall up. Let's go side now.
Could be flank. My short's off.
Very careful.
Let's go.
One enemy.
Oh, no, no, dude.
The way English is become more better and better. That's how Sova says that.
Hey, wall again. I'm not surprised. If the enemy team isn't able to hold strong side, You just sort of keep punishing it.
Can we go see?
I think no.
Okay, thanks. Let's
It's
go.
hard to second.
Yes, he wants to hit C, and Nats was like, I think not.
Use shock dart in the choke, I'll use molly.
Draft here.
Oh my god, he's got tech.
No one.
Yep, that's pretty straightforward. Let me show how he's throwing that. So this is, they're expecting somebody to maybe be pushing out C to fight. And this is going to punish them. So here, he's waiting till he sees the eye of the elephant. And then he's shooting here. While against the back wall. You see? So he's hugging this wall coming out this way. Aiming at this part. And once he sees the eye, he's like, it's good to go. Throw the molly. So let's put it in. You can see the eye. Aiming here. And this is a really good molly for the C hit. I would recommend. Oh my god, I did it again. Image. There we go. This guy's got tech, chat. This guy's got tech. Okay, we're getting a little crowded, but we're chilling. We're used to it getting crowded. Make sure you can see the eyeball, and then you aim at this corner. Forgiving. Where do you stand? That's why I've marked on the minimap here. You're just walking along this back wall until you see the eyeball. Wouldn't the C player already be out before that molly hits? That's the point. That's the point. You're not trying to land a vulnerable on them. You're not like, oh, I got them. Now they're weak and I can kill them. You're going, oh, good luck going back sight. You're going to get traded off. That's what this molly's for. There's 5 of you here. If 5 people run mound and fight this guy, he's in a lot of trouble. Especially if he can't run this way without getting hit by molly.
No one.
And that's a really good dart as well for it.
Hey, don't
Wait,
do
I have
that.
ult. I'm gonna ult. One sec.
I'm on the smokes.
Very cool.
I'll dash side.
He's backside Cypher.
Placing swamp grenade.
Elbow. Don't use molly.
That's what you mean.
Raise Sky City. Kinda dog.
Oh, this is nobody's aware of this angle.
Kinda dog.
A lot people don't realize you're exposed to waterfall here. The best plant is actually like here. Like I've shown in my Lotus guide. It's exposed to everything. Exposed to mound, waterfall. But like intuitively, high level players don't realize that this is so open. Like even if you're crouched, I'm completely exposed to waterfall. So keep that in mind when you're coming up here and taking this fight. You're just open to this. People are gonna get used to this soon.
Strategy. It's a joke.
That plant position better than the corner for mound? I would say yes if you have full site control. The one exception is this plant is more spammable, right? So because it's tucked into a corner and you face out, the effective diffusable radius gets shrunk significantly. So in the event that you really need to get off site, like maybe they have a Killjoy ult or they have a Breach ult or something that's going to give them sight back with ease and you need to all go like mound, then that corner plan is really good. But if you've got like a lurker coming up late through Beetle Waterfall, this plant's sick. It's so good because then you're giving value to both sides. You just gotta be careful because they can smoke it off and it's not very spammable. So it depends.
I'll dash on Rebel.
Charge out.
Look, do you see him moving his crosshair back to the spot that we found is the good lineup? Like you can see it floating around. He's doing nothing, and now it's time to throw the orb, and he's lining it up. You see? He's not winging it because
Go fast.
it just doesn't make sense to wing it. You know?
Omen also fighting.
3 on A.
The hell was that? He's the second swinging his knife across.
1
Ooh, phantom moment.
А чё ты думаешь?
Oh, new wall just dropped?
Прям что ли? Там сначала я не попал.
Two, see.
They both start.
He's waiting to see if they're committing to the C hit to throw this wall. You see? Because it's very hard to hit A and B without a Viper wall
City.
Right to go.
and without
I think
controller
use dash
util.
and let's go.
So he walls once he's like really
I'm
sure.
gonna
Water.
Spike down. C.
Side, water.
Last player standing.
Ooh. All right, do we get to see the wall?
They will rotate. Fake, on C.
Okay, I can see where it's going. We're chilling. So it came up like against the barrier here. And it's specifically going over here. So he's aiming it towards that far back corner. So he's giving them this space back here.
Toxins going up.
Is fine. He's giving this to them. But they're I'm not sure if he can route this way. Probably not. They're trying to contest waterfall bend, and as you saw, he's a little tricky with it. He's trying to route here and fight these guys.
Toxin
It's
screen
interesting.
down.
You see over the wall from elevated position? Let me see.
Not recharged yet.
Yeah, this wall can be
Toxins going up.
defaulted with double controller, Frank. No, you're not going to be seeing much from up here. Looks like I threw it a bit wrong. It's because there was no spawn barrier. Let me...
30 seconds left.
No one will remember them.
I didn't know how far I could stand. Wow, this is tough, actually. He's not up against the barrier.
А чё ты думаешь, он
Oh, he's up against the
прям?
Killjoy
Там
turret.
сначала я не попал.
He is sort of winging this.
They both start.
He is sort of winging this, huh? I mean, you just bias it even more to the left. It's important that you get it up against this wall here.
Breathe. Toxins going up.
Because you don't want this guy here to be able to see around it. Yeah. So mine ended up having to cut a bit more here, but that's fine. Very important you get this part covered.
Toxin screen
Put
down.
it in. Easy. Just move this description. Chilling.
One more.
I don't have dash.
City.
Go towards the Killjoy.
Yeah, Barry throws it up against the barrier when there's no heckin' Killjoy turret blocking him.
Project. Let's wait.
Interesting, he actually did throw it immediately.
Use drone, Alex.
Toxins going
We're
up.
playing
Oh,
C.
it's not...
shit.
Let's just confirm he threw the molly the way we thought. I think he does. Yeah, yeah. You can literally see him come out till he sees the eye of the elephant. And then he stops and he aims in this corner. It's the exact lineup.
Use drone, Alex.
Toxins going
Already. You have to...
Side.
Interesting, they're hitting A without... Oh, they got Viper ult.
Poison
That's what
orb emitting.
This is a fake.
I
Yeah,
have
they
only
used the
one
wall to
molly.
fake because they had Viper ult.
Mark the spike, please.
I will too.
This is really tough.
Poison's off.
I'll push in. I'll try to...
I'm all it.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh.
I'm gonna play on ulti.
For Killjoy.
You said I'm gonna play on ulti.
Stun you again.
Fake, eh?
Get out of my way.
Poison orb emitting.
That time he had to kind of wing it because Sova was throwing a dart.
Poison's off.
Drone.
I'm on smoke C.
I tag them.
One on B.
I'll come back to it.
Go.
Why are we going back there?
Toxin
Wall over,
screen
wall over.
down.
They push mid.
Little lurk action.
Toxins
Tag.
going up.
I don't like...
I'll take orb.
He's 3. Side now.
Oh, shit.
Wall over.
Iron
Toxin
6.
screen
Can you
down.
try to wait?
can stay.
Whatever.
City, help picking.
Yeah, I'm
No,
watching,
no,
I'm
he
watching,
just
no
not
one
pushing.
picking.
Shadow in one. Shadow in.
Stay speaking.
Still three, still three.
I will up.
I can stun him. You ready?
Do it.
Stunning. Goes three.
Seems
I'm
like you really
already
can't
in.
rush if you're going Viper solo controller. I mean, in this map, you can't really rush A, like at all.
Spike down.
Against a hecking Raze Omen, if you rush A and they happen to throw their util the moment the round starts, you just lose.
Left.
Well done.
Get all of it.
Oh my god, wait, he won? We'll watch.
Sky is Vandal.
One enemy remaining.
One more.
Real.
Ooh.
Yeah, if here. Or taking C.
Raise someone.
Seawall, B-lurk.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, three stun,
Go B,
three
go
stun.
B, go B,
Go
go
back,
B.
Let's go back, go back.
I'll drone B straight away.
But now they can open door and good luck for us.
Going
Huh?
up.
I see no one. They're in ceiling though. Can you bubble up?
Poison orb
Lane,
emitting.
Placing
I think we
swarm
push
grenade.
ceiling. Use breach ulti ceiling.
I will.
Damn. Damn.
City
One
one.
more.
Look at the overheat pathing.
Nice rapper. Both
Two,
of
two,
them.
both upper. Half, raise.
Flashing.
He's out, he's out.
Oh.
Enemy remaining.
Last side.
Oh my.
Nats has watched the Lotus guide. No, more like I have watched pros. Where do you think I wrote down the overheat pathing from?
Матч 7-го, да, через 2 дня.
Hey.
Overall play. They like to destroy secret instant.
I'm a studier, not an inventor, chat.
Yeah.
Jet picking.
Go split B. Can we do split B?
I'm stunning,
Go,
I'm
go,
stunning.
go.
Con.
We can.
Destroy. I'll flash you
Careful,
after it.
connect.
I'll flash you.
Together.
Toxin screen down.
One push C. One push C, watch out.
Okay.
Flashing.
That side was clear, I didn't see that.
Poison orb emitting.
Oh my god, no one's
Raise.
Bubble is gonna over. Careful.
Poison's off.
One more, one
Could be
more.
out.
Connected.
Nothing, no?
Oh,
One
that's
push
tough.
behind. Link, Mess, someone behind.
Behind link.
Alex and the for the distance.
Would you study to create your large library of MLG memes?
Poison's off.
There used to be a subreddit for it.
Okay.
Montage parodies.
One is smokes.
I'm not sure what happened to it. Probably they probably did something stupid and got banned or something. But I used to watch those
They will know,
things.
I'm rotating
They were
back
really
right
funny
now.
to me.
Just go.
Safe, I guess.
I've got your trail.
Around
Toxins
10.
going up.
One more.
Toxin screen down.
One for you.
Okay, I have mollies for that spike.
I have after shot. No. City and.
Oh, this
Fountain.
piece.
Spike.
We really got to learn another molly.
No. City and.
He's already jumping. What's he lining up?
Yeah, I have mollies for that spike.
I have after shot. No.
Right there. Man.
City and.
Yeah, I have mollies for that spike.
Can you guys tell? Can you pick it out?
And.
I think I see. I think I got us. Unless she sees it? The F icon? There's no way.
I have mollies for that spike.
I have after shot. No. City and. Fountain. I have after shot. No.
Okay, I think you guys are trolling a bit. I think you're making it harder than it is. Middle of ult icon? I don't think so, because he's already jumping here.
Yeah, I have mollies for that spike.
I have after shot. No. City and.
You see he's already like ready. white line and fuel. All right, let's see if I got it. Let's see if I got it. I think he's lining up. Oh no, wait. Why does my HUD look different? Oh, because he has orb out. Is that really? No. Why are they wider? His are thinner. Stretch res? There's no way stretch res makes them thinner, chat. It makes them wider, if anything. You see his left click is wider than mine, but mine is thinner. Oh, because his mouse oh. Bro. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can sort of make it up then.
I have mollies for that spike.
I have aftershock. No.
I was in the top left corner of the fuel bar into that leaf space.
City and
There's no way
I have
he's in the
mollies for
fuel
that
bar. Huh?
I have aftershock. No.
Because he's already like lined up at this point where he can't even see
Fontaine.
That spike.
the F
I have aftershock. No.
dot lines up with a leaf.
City and Fontaine.
Ooh, yeah, like here. That seems way off axis. Oh my goodness. My goodness. That's not on, to be clear, FaZe. But you're close. You're close.
I have aftershock. No. City and
God, I hate jumping mollies. Oh my god, new bend molly just dropped. Okay, let's ping what we roughly want to hit. Then aim up from that. Probably like this. Oh my god, he's a genius. Okay. So we're in this corner. Simple. And then I'm lining up with this. You see that corner? There. Jump throw. Onto the bomb. Stretch res messed it up. Clearly not. I was able to get it. Okay. Matt likes to use the gas bar. Yeah, he might be using the gas bar, but what matters is that we found a reproducible way to throw it on normal resolution, which we just did. Chilling. It is this. Jump. Throw. Fit there. And he's standing here. Easy. nAts is making us do our homework today.
I don't want to. They smoke.
We have to spam it.
I'm blind. What?
Second.
Last player standing.
Oh, so close.
One enemy remaining.
I was switching weapons.
Switching sides.
All right, all right. Next half. Next half. Defense.
Okay, the game bugged. Love that. We fight for the
That's why you don't play lineups. Oh, yeah, I wanted to be clear. This guy used post-plant molly lineups twice, all half. One time because they're on eco, and another time because it happened to be convenient. Okay? I see you Viper mains already. I see you planting the bomb and it making no sense and you running away to go stand in your lineup spot. You're going to be low elo forever. Stop doing that.
I'm gonna arrow and I'll push with you.
I see you. I see our wall.
That's unlucky.
I'll play.
Bridge, can you stun?
Interesting.
Jet, you dash in.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
This is what I live for.
He's aiming at the center here, and he's just standing in the middle. I think it's just he had to block off that part of the B lurk. It's interesting. That seems very, very situational. But he just threw it, no hesitation.
Look, really, it's like 0 damage, but it was the same.
Look at the alarm bot, by the way. Welcome to High Elo.
Really, it's
Look
like
how far back it is. Killjoy mains watching this stream. Stop putting your alarm bots here and popping your mollies the moment it sees them and keeping the enemies out here. That doesn't do anything. So Radiant Killjoy main putting his alarm bot here. So when it tags them, they're stuck in this flash zone or kill zone. We can call it whatever we want. But they can't just run away. All right, let's put our Viper wall.
like 0 damage, but it was the same lineup. I hit 5 times through the wall to him.
Toxins going up.
Oh, this orb is actually deceptively hard. You guys should practice this. If you, like, for example, just left click, it can bounce like crazy. Look at me, dude. Now I can't even mess it up to show you. What? Did they fix this? They fixed it. They totally fixed this, no? Oh, there it is. There we go. I was like, what the hell? How am I hitting it every time? I think the first step is the danger. I think the second step... Nope. Look at... Thank you. Thank you. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. You put it in the middle. Middle of any step and you're chilling. Yeah. So I just put it in the middle of the second step. You just don't want it to bulb out too much. It looks like the third step would be even better. Yeah, it would. Where's nAts throwing it? Yeah, third step. How's he throwing it? Okay. He starts back here. He aims down a bit. He shift walks and he right clicks. At that point, nah, I think he's winging this. I would honestly left click. I'm not gonna lie. Let me.
Toxins going up.
You should learn how to throw the orb. Exercise to the reader. Straightforward enough that you can figure out how to throw this yourself. Text. Third step. Fourth is probably good too. Left click can get longer in the air if you mess it up. Probably. Don't mess it up.
One close C.
Coming C.
Skydog and I'll break it.
Sky
Out. Jet on side.
You see when he threw the molly? When the alarm bot said found them.
We're coming
Oh
from
my
behind
god.
us.
You see, he tried to split these guys up. You see how they die?
One more.
Spike
Time
down.
minor.
C.
You see?
On side.
Look at the util usage again.
Sky.
Okay, sorry. He
Not
threw it
right there.
before he said found them. He threw it when they're clearly executing. Nade, smoke, flash. The execute's
Out.
clearly
Jet on
happening.
side.
We're coming
Oh
from
my
behind
god.
us.
Free.
Double.
Free.
Sentry.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't know how to do it consistently.
Triple A, no one C.
Mid.
Maybe that's why he
Yes,
right clicks. The little bounce is not that dangerous with the right click.
No more, no more.
No more.
Running through Molly, taking vulnerable is crazy in that fight.
Ah,
They're not expecting it. It's fine. It's sort of like the FNS play where he walks through his own Molly on Haven A defense from A short.
Not
See
towards C.
Not C.
One B.
Cypher's rotating back.
Poison's off.
What is that, Molly?
One more.
I'm coming. Chill.
One enemy.
Enemy.
I'm hoping we get to see him hold C without a Killjoy helping him too, because
Okay, not forcing.
holding C with Killjoy, Alarm Bot, and Turret is the simplest thing in the world. So the enemy team really needs to hit A successfully.
Cypher camera, right side shell.
Jump spot.
Please clear.
Raise nade.
Killjoy, I think I'll over-rotate towards A, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank God.
Or...
Ah!
Gun here.
Careful in front of you, I have a smoke.
In three.
3.
This is important. He's calling that he's smoked off. So like, he has to be careful. On the mini map, a lot of the time it bugs, and whether or not you can see through a smoke or not is not correctly conveyed to your teammates. So while on your mini map, your vision cone is always rendered correctly. So like, you could be here looking at the smoke and your vision cone would like get blocked. On your teammates mini map, they might genuinely see your vision cone go all the way out here, and they might be like, "Oh, we're safe. They can't be there." So anytime you're smoked off, you need to call it. You need to call it. It's really annoying when I've got a teammate who's smoked off, and I just glance at my minimap, I see their vision cone, and I go to position to play off them, and then I just die, and I'm like, what the? Wait, you were smoked off? Why didn't you say anything? And the person's like, oh, I didn't know. Well, now you know, and you better say something. I got my eye on you guys.
What's your right, Jet?
One crossing. They smoke me one more time.
Jet.
See, they smoked me one more time. I think that comm is a little low quality from nAts, but he's used to playing in a coordinated 5v5 as well.
Cross.
They smoke stairs one more time.
Down A.
Behind? Okay, I'm trying to.
Sandwich.
One side.
You can get away with that in coordinated. Everybody knows who you are,
Player standing.
and they know where you are. We should about to ban anyone in-house who don't comm when they're smoked off? No, of course not.
Get Valorant.
I'm trying to improve the quality of the in-house comms by pointing out these things that you don't necessarily realize
Wall.
need to be commed.
This one.
Spike on. Raise rebel.
I'm blocked.
That bubble.
I'm gonna leave you C, Viper.
Yeah, I needed another flash, man. And you need to fight.
Okay,
Sam.
Teammates mad. They retake. Very
back,
sus
running
of
back.
somebody coming up this rope. I like that.
I have 3.
Cypher
Probably
could be
one
lower
side.
can. Yeah, it could be spawn, watch out. On spawn.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Nice, I coming too. Wait. This.
Spike planted.
Brunir, sometimes
Yeah,
it just
there's
doesn't
one.
make sense for them to be in the smoke, so it doesn't matter.
I have behind us. Wait until
One
Jet gonna come to us.
It's like a game sense thing.
Fuck.
Możemy mecz через кто сыграть.
And if they are likely in the smoke or could be in it, then you generally just don't want to walk into it. Like walking in sideways and turning like that is a very last resort thing. You're not really going to see a Radiant player walk into a smoke that's dangerous like that unless their back is against the wall. They don't have
Should just
any
stay down
option
with that easy.
Давай, давай.
because that's low conversion.
Player standing.
Good trade.
One enemy remaining.
Poison orb
Oh
emitting.
my.
Oh, this is tough. He's so much better.
Oh,
Wait, man.
He's
Cypher camera
actually
raise, Sky.
so good at the game. That's insane, dude.
careful, ace is clear.
Toxin screen.
Four niggas. Jet now.
To give you some insight into how he won that, obviously, yeah, he hit crazy shot. But it's not just the crazy shot that won him the round. He's silent, jumped up here, and does not crouch. And then when he sees him fights, you gotta keep in mind this person peeking is actually crosshair a bit low, expecting him to be crouched in an off angle or holding the bomb. So when they peek, nAts' head is up here, which gives him just a little bit more time to hit this crazy shot. If he was down here crouched and holding like this, and he sees them, he has less time to win that duel.
No, Jet was here.
I've got your trail.
Gamble that Raze wouldn't be on Mount playing ult. Raze would have popped ult after he tapped the bomb, no?
Oh, yeah.
I'm blind.
And you have to gamble in the 1v1, to be clear.
Fire in the hole.
Like, you can't account for every option, as we saw there. Story surprised him. Bro,
Step knockdown.
what? What the hell is this? Gotta be kidding me. Winged? I think it is very lenient, yes. But I think there's conditions that need to be met for it to be winged. I think specifically, you see this roof? I'm going to make it come over that, and then I'm going to make the gap here be at least that big. And then I'm just going to wing it in this region. Yeah. Standing still. What the hell? There's no way. There's no way that's what he's throwing. Just watch the
Step
trajectory.
knockdown.
No, his land's straight. Make it smaller. Gotta aim lower for sure. Bro, what? I don't think there's a winged. This is not winged. This is like way too inconsistent to be winged. Oh, he's coming more left. My God. Let me just throw his molly first, dude. No. No, what? Running makes it faster. Is he running? I was pretty sure I checked and he stands still when he throws it. Yeah, you see he pauses.
Step for knock.
He's definitely pausing. Nice try, chat. What the hell is he lining up though? Oh, there's no way. Yeah. Feel like that. Wow, that's tough. More to the side. Not hitting. Like if I run throw, it doesn't go over.
Step for knockdown.
Somebody in the comments will tell me why I'm dumb.
Gonna plant.
I can't figure that one out.
Don't get in my way.
Hello.
No. It's more I can't figure out how he's choosing where to stand, Wumbo. That's the tough part about that lineup. Is it supposed to land? Is landing here.
Here.
Spike planted. One enemy
Keeping them in
remaining.
tree, so he's got more
Viper
time to rotate.
26.
Half.
Last player
No.
standing.
Wow,
Behind the
3
box, behind the
bullets.
Free bullets.
Oh, he gets it.
Let's see.
They will.
Yeah, nothing.
Yo, man.
You have to be able to throw it really fast, C-Snake. Like on the pacing he threw it.
Down.
Push it. Please come see once.
Toxin screen down.
Door.
B. Connect.
They're dead.
He's so good.
They're going back A, they're going back A. Don't molly.
No, no.
Oh, my tip is somewhere. Be careful there.
Oh.
Blind.
Look.
Tip it out.
Look how long he holds the off angle, giving them the chance to push into him. Where's Mello at?
Remaining.
Okay, we knife him. We knife him. Stay left. We knife him.
He has ult. Hey,
Oh, but he has.
you can dodge it. Yes! He's 1 HP,
Nice.
exactly.
All right. Defensive playbook here is very straightforward. Jump spot, mound, killer, C anchor. He'll rotate this way if he suspects B. Makes sense. Play these mollies. Otherwise, he rotates this way or this way. He suspects A. And then we have somehow this volley. We got to solve that one. And then he's using mollies in this region to essentially break up the site. So once he's determined the enemies are coming out A, he likes using these mollies to isolate, because the teammates of those enemies who are stuck here and here can't help and join those fights. He only threw this wall, which is very interesting. That might be autopilot from him. I'd be curious to see some more VODs, because this wall is also quite popular, but I'm not going to put it on because this is the nAts playbook. And we're just doing nAts playbooks. Defense, get your screenshots, attack, get your screenshots. These will be in the YouTube video, of course. Thank you for watching. Stop recording.